Hello, I'm Dr. Fred Southern, Doctor of Chiropractic with an office located at 860 Northwest Washington Boulevard, Suite D here in Hamilton. The purpose of today's short video is to educate the public a little bit about the proper use of heat packs and ice packs. It's a question I'm commonly asked, and so we're going to try to educate you a little bit. People don't know whether they should use a heat pack or they should use an ice pack. So we have a couple of rules of thumb. If you hurt your back 15 minutes ago or an hour ago or a couple of hours ago and you don't know what to use, well, the rule of thumb is going to be to use ice. What you're trying to do with an ice pack is to constrict a blood vessel or a lymph vessel, and you're trying to limit the amount of swelling that's going to take place in the affected area. Once all the swelling has taken place, it's going to take place, then we can flush that swelling out with heat. So as a rule of thumb, on back conditions, what I always recommend my patients, and what we do in our office, is anyone comes in with an acute back condition, and usually with a chronic back condition, or a condition that's been there for quite some time, and the pain's been ongoing for years maybe, we will use ice first and see how the ice works. With ice, the worst thing that can happen is you'll do nothing. It will have no effect whatsoever. In some cases, that's not such a bad thing. Once we have determined that all the swelling has taken place and we need to get rid of the swelling in the disc or in the affected soft tissues, then we will try to switch to heat. Heat, as I said earlier, causes those blood vessels and lymph vessels to open up, and it flushes that swelling through there. And when you're ready for heat, it drastically promotes the healing process. However, I said earlier that with ice, the worst thing that you can do is nothing. With heat, if you're not ready, you can actually cause the affected tissues to swell even more, and you can create even more problems. And through the years I've been in practice, there have been many, many people who have come in telling me they slept on a heating pad last night, or they've been using heat, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And it becomes a real no-brainer. We tell them, well, let's take the heat off and let's try an ice pack on there. It's very common that we're going to start getting really good results when we switch from the heat to the ice. The other thing that we come across is people want to sleep on an ice pack or sleep on a heating pad. Physiologically, all the good that will happen will be done in about 15 or 20 minutes with either an ice pack or with a heat pack. So it's very important, if you're using ice or if you're using heat, that it be taken off after about 20 minutes for at least a half hour to 45 minutes. And this allows the body's tissues to return to their normal size. Then you can apply the heat pack or the ice pack again. Hopefully this little video has been of some use to you, and I will summarize by saying that when in doubt, use ice. If the ice does nothing, try a heating pad. Be very careful when you're using heat. Anytime you have an acute injury or you've just hurt your back within the last few minutes to the last 24 hours, always, without exception, go with an ice pack before you try heat. As I said earlier, with the worst case scenario, ice will do nothing. Worst case scenario, heat can cause those affected soft tissues to flare up and can cause you more problems. If you have questions regarding this, our phone number here at our office is 513-868-0978, or you can drop by 860 Northwest Washington Boulevard, Suite D in Hamilton. We're kind of catty-cornered across the street from the El Mariachi Mexican restaurant, and we're directly across the street from the Dollar General store on Washington Boulevard, and we're the first office on top of the parking garage. I'll be glad to talk with you and try to tell you and answer any questions that you may have regarding the proper use of heat or ice if you call or if you want to stop by. Again, thank you for your time and watching my video. Thank you and goodbye.